welcome. Let's quickly scoot to what is happening at the FSCA. So I have 3 stories for you this morning. So more than 40 investors in the small KwaZulu-Natal town of Escort are desperately trying to trace their financial advisor after millions of rands appear to have gone missing. Rumor has it that it's about 200 million that is involved. Clients say that Rukshana Khan, the owner of Wood & Boone Insurance Broker, stopped answering calls last year already. Complaints poured into the police, who allegedly turned people away, and the FAIS Ombudsman, which ruled it has no jurisdiction as the agreement seemed to have been private deals, not involving regulated products. I actually spent some time with John last week where he confirmed that they dismissed all these cases because there's no regulated product involved. It is an agreement between the financial advisor and the client themselves. Meanwhile, Khan's lawyer Ich van Rooyen told investors in the letter that they must stop contacting her directly. How interesting. He warned that the matter is under police investigation and investors are considered potential state witnesses. And contacting her directly would amount to interfering with actually the witness herself. He also said that Khan is in hospital, but is still in South Africa and cooperating with authorities. For its part, the Financial Sector Conduct Authority says that it was unaware of any allegations before being approached for comment. So it's quite interesting that the cases was at the FAIS Ombud, but the FSCA is unaware of the cases. So the FSCA's Gerard van der Venter confirmed that Wood & Boone remains registered as an authorized financial services provider in good standing, but stressed that the FSCA will now immediately investigate the matter. He also reminded all financial services providers that their registered contact details must be kept up to date as per law. Then also a very interesting story. This week, the South African financial sector has launched a new market surveillance code of conduct to bolster integrity and prevent abuses like insider trading and anti-competitive behavior. An effort shaped in large by the Steinhoff scandal that we're all aware of, still casting its shadow over the industry. The newly launched Code of Conduct is a joint initiative by South Africa's key financial institutions and regulators to align the country's market practices with global best standards. It aims to uphold market integrity and prevent abuse, anti-competitive behavior, and insider trading, as already mentioned. At the launch event in Cape Town this week, the FSCA's head of market abuse, Alex Pascu, called Steinhoff the country's biggest corporate scandal. He described Marcus Jooste as a brilliant schemer whose devices were wiped every 2 weeks and whose hidden overseas assets remain under investigation. The Steinhoff fallout forced the FSCA to rethink how it allocates its resources. Pascu revealed that the regulator closed around 80 market abuse cases last year using the World Bank recommendations approach and spent 20% of its time helping foreign regulators track cross-border financial misconduct. Then also another warning, I'm sure you've seen it. So this is where the FSCA has issued a public warning about scammers impersonating Magda from Signia. Now, if you don't know who she is, yes, she is. She actually wrote a brilliant book about her story. So this is happening again, like all the other scams on WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, and to solicit fake investments. The regulator said that these individuals are not authorized to offer any financial services, and there's absolutely, obviously, no link to Magna or Signia directly. Then in closing from the FBI side, the capstone assessment results were released for those who missed it, and well done to certification under the leadership of Nikki Online. Well done. Please help us to celebrate the candidates to post on social media. So a lot of the candidates went to social media to say, yay, I made it. Let's congratulate them. And then members online, remember about Training Tuesday. On the 1st of July, we will hear how the tax ombud promote taxpayers' right during the tax seasons, as we know that is opening for taxpayers to submit their tax returns. And then on the 8th of July, Training Tuesday will focus on implementing and monitoring a financial plan. So for today, that's all. Goodbye.